Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? So, Mavuika is going to be at C1 right now, and then I'm going to change her to C2 when we do a couple teams. I'm going to go flip back and forth between the two. We're going to compare how much that 20% res shred matters for a lot of characters. So just to give you guys an idea of what characters are being in this video, we're going to have Wriothesley, we're going to have Clorinde, we're going to have Kinich, we're going to have, Neuvillette, we're going to have Chasca, we're going to have Itto. And I think that'll be all that I need to test because there's not many other characters in the game that really would benefit from it. I mean, Raiden, she is still kind of like you don't want to use Mavuika with her because you don't get all your resolve stacks. It's kind of not really there. And then the rest of the characters, like Sinnoh, maybe, I don't know. But overall, not really characters that are an issue or like you would want Mavuika as a off-field support. So yeah. That is why we are testing all those characters. I do not have Mulan, sadly, so yeah, if you ask, because I know someone's going to ask, trust me, I know Mulan, I will get her on her rerun. Don't worry, guys. But let's go ahead and let's test out Wriothesley as he is here. Now, this is my rotation for a reason, and that is because Mavuika actually kind of steals the show after you, okay, don't kill me. All right, we got to dodge. Okay, good. Yeah, 280. So we're seeing constant 280 charge attacks. My Wriothesley is C3, so yeah, he's very giga charged here. But we should be able to go ahead and get away with that, and then we easily are able to apply cryo there. All right, so that's why Mavuika was at a beginning of a rotation, kind of, because she is just so filled to the brim with like, oh, duration time. Whereas a C1 Wriothesley, now his 15-second duration actually matters. And, there is, one flaw in this team. All right, it's time for me to C2 my Mavuika. Don't mind the team if you're watching this on a different video. I'm putting this on 2 videos, okay? I'm putting this on, C2 Mavuika support, and then we're going to also do C0 versus C1 versus C2. All right, so here we go. It's time. This is a big step for me. Finally. All right. So, now I'm gonna go back to testing support, so you guys will get your DPS in a minute. Okay, so here we are with this now. Let's go ahead, use you, and then the E skill there. E skill on you, Q skill on you. Alright, you gotta get away from that guy, because he immediately has killed me 5 times already. 100,000 from an initial hit there. 42,000 on his hits, on Mavuika's hits. It's not awful, it's not awful, I can't say that's awful. Let's go ahead and, not die, hopefully. All right, well, cool. All right, that we saw what we wanted, we came here to see. All right, let's switch over to Kinich's team, I believe is what the next team is. Okay, so here we have Clorinde. This will be the team that I use. I believe the rotation will be Auroron, EQ, Bennett, or Chevy, Q, and then we'll go ahead and use Mavuika. And that should be, give me my, hold, I'm trying. Don't worry, I learned from my mistakes. Don't worry, chat. All right, there we go. 260,000 there. And then you can see Clorinde is hitting for 15,000, just kind of tossing them around. It's hard to tell. 15,000 on her normals, but only, 10,000 on her actual E skill. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and recover my energy here, and we're going to have fun. And as you can see, Mavuika at C1 is full fighting spirit, so that is a maximum buff that she's giving Clorinde all the time. It's a very good. I honestly do like Mavuika C1, even for support roles. I think support is definitely where her C1 shines, because typically if you're gonna get Mavuika C1, you should at least have Lolly or Shilin for Mavuika. I feel like if you're investing that much into the character, because those characters are just buffers and they're overall better for your account. So realistically, the only time you're gonna get C1 specifically for Mavuika, I feel like would be a support role like this. So now that's C1. We saw Clorinde's damage. We'll be able to come back to and reference it. It'll be nice. I did use Chevy properly finally, because so many people loved telling me to hold her E skill down for 29% attack. I mean, I get what you mean, but like I wasn't really like a serious showcase. All right. So the next team is Clorinde. Wow, I forgot about that one. All right. So this one will be interesting because we got, it's an interesting thing, Let's go ahead. E, Q, Q, E, if I see him. Then we'll do this. Cool. That's 340,000. 15,000 there. 17,000, you're saying. So about a 2,000 damage increase on all hits, and then 14,000. Yeah, so it's about a 2,000 damage increase on basically all hits. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, but certainly not a crazy increase, right? Yeah, really not because the damage numbers are already so low. It's really an additive sort of thing. Like, but when you're looking at a per hit scenario, it wouldn't really be a huge thing for you. So let's go ahead and let's see Kinich, because Kinich is gonna be he'll do definitely some decent damage here. All right, so here we are with my Kinich. It should be pretty straightforward here. We're gonna go ahead. Honestly, with the new duration, I probably should use Mavuika after Bennett. Or maybe not. I don't know. Should I use Mavuika after Bennett? Because the new duration allows Mavuika to have proper, like, buffing for Kinich. And, like, she'll be on field. I think this will be fine. This will be fine. All right, let's go ahead. Let's do this. Q skill with you. Yeah, boom, boom. Not that much damage from that, but that's because we had literally no buffs active. But Kinich, broski, will be hitting 220,000 and then 170,000 there. Honestly, kind of low, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that actually is pretty low. But, I mean, I'm used to using him on a C1 Fiorina team, so that's probably why I think it's low. But especially for a C1 Kinich, I mean, that was like a 400,000 damage rotation, 800,000 damage-ish, because he did 200,000 the first time. Maybe that is really low. Are you sure we have your artifacts, Kinich? Yeah, I guess we do. Wow, that felt really low for me, if I'm being honest. He has a level 10 talent there. Kinich, what you doing, buddy? Well, I mean, we saw the damage numbers. We'll see them in a minute. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see what kind of damage, you know, Mavuika can do. And I forgot to mention, like, she can buff Emily here, too. Although my Emily isn't built necessarily to do this right now. So let's go ahead. Let's see the damage buff that she will be providing. 200,000 damage hit, not really that crazy, but we will be able to see something crazy, which is a 240,000 damage hit. So not bad. 190, yeah, I mean, about a 20,000 damage increase across the board for Kinich here. 157, not bad, not bad. Certainly, I do have to question, though, how good my Kinich really is looking, because, I mean, his consistency, yes, it's there, right? He's gonna, that's not Kinich. His consistency at 96% crit rate, that's a lot better than what it used to be, where I was running him at, like, you know, 80%. But I feel like, you know, without C1, man, this guy would not be doing a lot of damage. It's why I question, like, why do people consider this guy better than Alhaitham? Like, I genuinely don't know. Because, like, the guy does, like, 800,000 damage per rotation sometimes. And that's, like, with C1. Like, his build isn't completely crazy, but he is also, like, top 13% on Akasha. So I kind of wonder, right? Obviously, he does have Mavuika and Emily also doing off-field damage with him, so that adds to it. Emily's not built properly on this team, so. Okay, so we're going to test out Nevi's team here, and what we're going to need for this team, though, is actually our EM Sands back. Yes, we definitely want this back, because this is gonna show out some numbers, I'm going to be honest. I have already tested this team. It's good. It's good. Now, we're not going to have Nevi's burst active, so we're only going to get one charge attack, but we only realistically need to see the first charge attack, because that's generally where you're going to see the most damage. So, let's go ahead. 570,000 there. Boom. And then we see 76,000, 80,000. Not bad. And then, yeah, like I said, we are only going to get to see the first charge attack. You know, second charge attack typically is the highest damage, but overall, I don't think it matters that much. We'll definitely be able to see the damage difference between the first charge attack. So let's go ahead and let's get into the next character. Okay, so this will be a really good team for Mavuika here. I legitimately think that this is going to be a great showcase for her. Her abilities in general. I think this is going to be a great showcase of those because, man, I mean, it's going to cook. We're cooking. 58,000 there. Let me move over. 700? Okay, cool. 93,000 on that one. 90,000. Nevi's hitting 75,000. Yeah, sure. Makes sense. 80,000. Sure. 76,000. 120,000 by her. Wow. I mean, that is pretty great. I mean, Mavuika did 700,000 damage there, by the way. I mean, that's a power. Like, it's a part of her C2, right? That it gives that much damage increase, right? Like, that is a part of her C2. And then also this 20% res shred. Because this will happen, give her C2 stuff. And, I mean, that's really good. That is really good. Yeah. Mavuika will be very fun character at C6. Okay, so everyone is full health now. So we should be very, very strong here. Let's go ahead. I'm going to be testing out on full health just because, not lazy at all. Not because I don't want to have to drain my HP again. I feel like, you know, we'll be fine. It'll be fine. As long as we don't get hit, we'll be fine. Because The idea is when I'm at 50% HP, it's immediate death. So that way I have to restart as soon as I get hit. That is the idea. Then it does recover HP. So it's a little bit weird sometimes, but most of the time it puts you in a one-shot range, which just ends up, you know, not really hurting you at all. Let's go ahead. 250,000. That definitely wasn't a reaction. And then we can see Chasca going here. She's hitting 56,000. That's Mavuika. And then, you know, we can see Chasca hitting some damage numbers. I'm definitely going to have to, like, pick a damage number to look at and then use it. Like, I can't actually see what Chasca's doing while I'm here. So, definitely an editing post me will put up, oh, yeah, we did it that way. This is how much damage we did, right? I'll do that. All right, so let's go ahead and test out Chasca here. And we should see a very strong competitive part about this. Come on, give me some good damage. Okay. That's a little bad, though. We did get hit there. Not great for either testing or not. 700,000 damage from her. 106,000 damage from Chasca. Looking at the, you know, things. Not really seeing 81,000 damage from Mavuika. Not bad, but not fantastic, if I'm going to be honest. Let's go ahead and let's do Itto. Okay, so we will also be testing Itto at this level just because I think it'll be easier. And let's go ahead and start off with Fiorina, and then we'll go ahead and just keep the combo going. Now, this one will be a lot easier to see what he's doing, so, yeah. Oh, 95% crit rate, by the way. Yay. But we're not really here from Mavuika. There we are with that. And, yeah, not bad whatsoever on that. I mean, I guess we kind of are here from Mavuika. It's a little weird. We're not going to do it. I'm not going to restart the rotation. We're not doing it. No, you're not going to get me to do it. I'm not doing it. Honestly, energy isn't bad on this team either for Itto. Yeah, I might end up using this in like the next Abyss reset or something just because I feel like this team is really good. It is. But the only thing is like it's using Mavuika. So like she's here, she's doing damage, but it's like, you know. But yeah, we saw like 50,000 damage for Itto, 150 on his board. That was really nice. So yeah, now it is time for me to C2 my Mavuika. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see what kind of damage numbers we can get here. Mavuika, go. And 700. I mean, that's very consistent. We're seeing 700,000 damage very consistently. 70,000 damage from Itto. Ah, man. 700,000 damage. And then 171,000. Yeah, it's a very strong, very, very strong. I haven't been looking at the other, like, teammates' damage, but I mean, whew. That is intense. That is the strength of this team now is very strong. I feel like this team right now is actually really good. I am very happy. 700,000. This character does 700,000 damage immediately. She could kill the boss chamber before your main DPS gets to attack. All she needs is like a Hydra reaction or a Cryo reaction. This was really good. I am support Mavuika very, very good at C2, I would say. Because like it's not just the 20% res like defense decrease, right? It's not. It's also the 200 base attack. It's also the, you know, second part of this. Like, realistically, this isn't as strong as I would think. Like, if you look at this, you would think this is really strong. I don't think that's actually the case. Because, like, this is not nearly as equivalent to, you know, like, comparatively to Raiden C3 or C2. It is nowhere near as, like, equivalent. Like, there's no equivalence that you can make for this. All right. So, yeah. I think we did see enough. I don't think I'm going to need to come back and, you know, like, oh, I'm going to talk about it. You know, I think we saw Mavuika cook. And I think that was the good thing. I think we did good. I am very, very happy with the way that Mavuika looked in this. Very, very strong character. Very, very strong support now. I mean, dude, at C2, this character has to be, like, gunning for... Is she second best support in the game? Is she? Because, like, if you really think about it, she could just take over the entire team. And if you really think about it, that is kind of like the end-all be-all support. A support that just takes over the entire team and does better than your DPS. It legitimately, you know, all right, I'm being a little bit, you know, I'm joking with you, but yeah, obviously we don't want our supports to like be just outright better than all of our main DPSs, but I mean, Mavuika over here is just that. So, you know, she at C2, I definitely think if you're comparing her against all the other C2 characters in the game, she has an argument for being the best support in the game. I think. I genuinely think so. Because she's decreasing the res by 20%. She's giving you 700,000 damage for free, just like that. 500,000 damage for free, just like that. You just need to have a team that really, it's set up for her, but it's never really set up for her. It's kind of, you're setting it up for another DPS, but she coincidentally just benefits that much off of all the other best characters in the game. Like, Mavuika works with Kazuha, she works with Chillinnen, she works with Fiorina, she works with Silali, she works with Bennett. Like, she works with every single support that you may have on your team. When's the last time you haven't had one of the 5 characters that I mentioned on the team? On your teams, let me look at my party. Let me see. Is there a single team that I don't have one of the best supports in the game? Fiorina. I mean, even just Fiorina, Chillinnen. Fiorina, well, that's a little gimmicky. but Fiorina may be there, right? Bennett's there, right? I don't take Bennett away. I don't take Chillinnen. Chillinnen would be on here, right? Arlecchino has Bennett right there. You know, I mean, obviously here, we're just using Mavuika and, you know, Fiorina and all these characters. Like, I mean, it works, and it's not like you're hindering the team. You're not hindering the team because you're bringing Mavuika. Like, you're not like, oh, I'm going to put on, like, this extra character just so Mavuika can do more damage. That's not the case. You're putting the character on because the character's already good, and she just works with those characters already. It's so good. She definitely has like an argument for being best support in the game at C2, comparatively to even other C2 characters like Chillinnen. I think that this is definitely a good character. And I haven't even looked at her main DPS capabilities. I'm going to go look at that now. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy. If you really enjoyed, feel free to become a member. $5 a month. You're going to get a blooper reel for all of the times I failed during, I mean, maybe this video. I don't know if I want to make it for this video, but definitely during the main DPS comparison videos. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.